There's some advertising here for sea life in the Mall of America. They've got some sharks there and a turtle down there, and they have them on a couple levels. I wonder if that will have something to do with our adventure today. Well, hello there, and it is another beautiful day for an adventure on Tommy Travels the Second. And we are at the Mall of America, and we are going to check out sea life today. And that is a long ways down there. I'm glad I've got this railing here to protect me. And I've been to sea life once before on Tommy Travels, my main channel, but I thought, well, this would be a good day to check it out for Tommy Travels the Second. And if you are brand new to this channel, go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss out on a thing. This should be fun, you guys, so come on with me. Let's go see what there is to see. And even while you're waiting to get tickets and things, they've got this cool little area with a real aquarium right here that anybody can just check out for free. Whoa, look at this guy right here. Sweet. Wow, look at this place in here. It's got the leafy ceiling. And then everywhere you look, they have little aquariums with different things in them. And look at this one. Right here. It almost blends in with the plant life, but that, my friends, is a beautiful looking seahorse. And here's another one right down here. Oh, and now this guy's come free from the tree, and he's right in front of me, almost like he's posing for the camera, giving me a good look at him. And as he moves, you can see his back little area flapping around to give him some movement there. That is amazing. What timing to see these guys in action. And now we have just entered the ocean tunnel where we can see fish swimming right above our heads here. What a cool feeling. Feels like we are right underwater with them. All different breeds and styles. Oh, look at this guy. He's like, wow, hi guys, coming through here. Out of my way, I'm bigger than you. Yeah. Oh, hey there, sir. Grabbing a little lunch today? Yeah. You look pretty hungry. I'll just leave you to your business then. Okay, see you later. And here we are in Shark's Cove. And if you wanted to get a close-up view of a stingray, there's one right there. This little guy is just hanging out. And his buddy up there is grabbing some air, it looks like. Whoa, hey fellas. Didn't see you there. Whoa. Look at that, there's a shark right there. Look at that, a swordfish. A very close-up view of what those little sword razor things look like. I didn't think I would be seeing this guy when I woke up this morning, but yet, there he is. How cool. It looks like you could just reach out and touch it right there, too. It's just amazing how close these guys are. We have a whole school of fish swimming right by and right over us. What an incredible feeling that is. There's a shark over there. Wow, look at this amazing shark. It's like he's moving very, very slowly so we can get a good look at him. Look at those teeth. Wow. But if I were underwater right now and he was that close, I might be a little nervous. And here's that amazing swordfish swimming right over us. Look at that. Hey, guy! It's like you can reach out and touch him and pet him. Except it's just glass, but wow. That is amazing. Hey there, buddy. And so now that we've seen a little bit of the aquarium downstairs, we're about to get a guided tour. This should be really interesting because it's going to give us a lot more information than what I would be able to discern on my own. This should be fun. Hello and welcome to Tommy Travels II. What's your name?
David.
David, nice to meet you. And you're going to give me a private one-on-one tour, it looks like, today, huh?
So our first stop will be the water quality lab.
Okay.
So all the areas that we'll be visiting today are the behind the scenes areas of our husbandry department.
Okay.
So there are amazing aquarists who care for our creatures and who maintain the habitats here.
Okay.
So here at the water quality lab, the aquarists will monitor the water and the health of all the creatures. If you take a look at those containers, those are used to take water samples from each of the tanks.
Oh.
So each container is used for a specific tank because otherwise cross-contamination could occur, where like water from one tank could end up in another, or water samples could end up getting mixed together or mixed up.
Okay.
So that's why they're very consistent and very specific. That over there is that gray box. That's the spectrophotometer. So we're just not going to want to go past the silver table. But,
Okay.
So that's one of the ways that the water samples are tested. So it's very good at telling us what's in the water, and since it has a lot of sensors, there are a lot of it's capable of running a lot of tests at once.
Yeah.
We also have special chemicals that can react with the water samples, so that is called drop testing. And we also have special scanners that can get information directly from the tank. Sometimes they're portable scanners, other times they're like directly a part of the tank. And we also have aquatic reptiles, namely our turtles and caiman crocodiles. They only have lungs, so they do need to come up for air, but they can hold their breath for a very long time.
Wow, okay.
A sea turtle will kind of pop up like a few times, replenish its oxygen stores. It's very capable of doing so very quickly and within like a few breaths.
Okay.
And then it'll go back under, and it's super cute.
And how long can they stay under then when they do that?
It depends on a variety of factors, mainly how much brain activity they're using, so they can do so for longer if they're sleeping. Certain turtles will also like hibernate, like in the cold Minnesota winter. So they virtually turn off all brain activity so that they can survive a lot on anaerobic respiration. For the most part, I would say if it's a sea turtle, it's probably going to be at about an hour or so, but they tend to have a routine of coming up every 15 to 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
These rocks in this jar here, these are from a piranha's belly.
Oh my goodness.
So the piranha in question came to us from a pet shop. They wanted our veterinarian to take a look at it because its swimming was a little off. And you can literally see why. It was gobbling up these rocks, it couldn't pass them. So that was causing not only digestive issues, but also buoyancy issues.
Oh.
So luckily our veterinarian was able to successfully remove it. Now it is as good as new. Let's get a little more specific.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite underwater creature?
Let's say a stingray.
Ah, yes, you'll probably like these then. This is a stingray's tail. So you can feel it if you'd like to.
Oh, wow.
The tail itself is just that, a tail. So this, it feels not even like pointy.
Yeah.
This part is the bad boy that stings. This part is the barb. It's sort of like a hangnail.
Okay.
Speaking of hangnails.
Oh.
So they are... This is kind of what they use to sting, but they don't really sting at the drop of a hat. They're usually very docile. If you step on one at the beach, or if you hold one very aggressively, then they might see that as a threat, and then they might use this. It's kind of it's designed to break. So let's say I stepped on one accidentally, and for some reason my arm was in the middle of the sand. The stingray would kind of go backwards. It would go in, and they would wiggle it around until the barb broke, and then the stingray would swim away with the barb in me, and then the barb would grow back.
Oh, so they can use it one time until that grows back then?
More or less, but they grow back fairly quickly.
Okay.
Relatively. It takes a lot of energy to make it, so that's why they don't sting at the drop of a hat.
Oh, okay.
This is an ultrasound of a mother that we took around July 2016. So that little circle is the confirmation that there was a baby.
Wow.
Our first one was born April 2017. So he'll almost be 2, the newborn.
Wow.
Any other favorites?
Is that a turtle shell down there?
Yeah, turtles are my personal favorite.
Oh, wow.
So the turtle shell is a protective structure of the turtle. It's skeletal in nature. And I mean that quite literally. The backbone and rib cage are directly a part of the turtle's carapace. So that's the top part of the shell, and that's what this is. The bottom part would be called the plastron, and the side part would be called the bridge.
Okay.
So a turtle is not able to leave its shell, despite what cartoons may have led us to believe otherwise. A hermit crab can leave its shell. It wasn't its shell to begin with. It used to be a snail's. It passed on, leaving the shell behind, and then the hermit crab took up residence in it.
Oh.
But the turtle shell makes its shell. It starts off somewhat soft initially after hatching, and then it hardens.
Pretty quick.
Yeah, a sea turtle shell is more streamlined, so that reduces the drag of the water, allowing it to swim faster. But it does mean that a sea turtle will not be able to withdraw its head or its flippers into its shell.
Oh, okay.
A freshwater turtle or tortoise will be able to.
I see.
But it's a trade-off for being able to swim faster. So sea turtles often like to rest in enclosed areas, like under coves in the ocean.
Okay.
Now, this shell is cracked just because it's an artifact and it's been handled a lot in Butterfingers. But we do have a green sea turtle named Seymour. The poor girl was hit by a boat propeller, so that did cause her shell to crack. And because the shell cracked, air got into it. And turtle shells aren't really designed to crack in life. So because of that crack, air got in and there's an air bubble. And that causes the back end of her shell to be very floaty. It's called bubble butt syndrome.
Oh, no.
So that air bubble, even though like the crack is mostly healed, that air bubble is still there. And even if we were to use surgery, that would mean opening up the shell and more air would just get in.
Oh, okay.
So what our aquarists do is they use these special plaster weights to kind of help balance her out.
Okay.
The only problem is that if you touch a turtle's shell, they'll feel it, and it has the same sensory nerves that her skin does.
Really?
I don't think Seymour likes these weights much. It's kind of like how a dog doesn't really like that cone.
Yeah.
Even though it's meant to help her, she has a habit of trying to scrape off these weights.
Oh.
So that's where this weight came from. But luckily, students at the University of Minnesota have developed a special exoshell. It's like a weight backpack, and that will hopefully be able to really help her out. It's testing has begun with it recently, and so far so good. It'll hopefully be a lot more comfy for her and be a lot more effective.
That's great. Okay.
The floor is a little wet since it's been
Okay.
cleaned recently, so so we'll kind of be staying in front of this silver table. I'm just gonna go grab some gloves.
Okay.
So this is the food prep kitchen. This is the amazing area where our amazing aquarists prepare the amazing meals for our amazing creatures.
Okay.
Hence the amazing smell.
Yeah, it does not smell too amazing in here.
Our kitchen is among the highest rated in terms of cleanliness in the Mall of America, although I will admit that is easier to do since you don't have to worry about grease.
Yeah.
We order our food from a very high quality company called McRoberts, so they specialize in food for aquarium creatures. But of course only the finest for our creatures.
Yeah.
We tend to go through about $5,000 a month to feed all of our creatures.
Whew.
So that's what your tickets are helping to pay for. Which is super duper appreciated.
I'll bet.
So our food is stored in that walk-in freezer. It's kept at about -7 degrees Fahrenheit. So you pretty much got yourself a Minnesota winter in there.
Yeah, you do.
Every day food is pulled from the freezer and put in these defrosting refrigerators. So that'll be all the food that will be fed to the creatures the next day.
Okay.
Storing the food in the freezer is a great way to keep it fresh, but the creatures can't eat it like that. They're not fans of fishsicles.
Yeah.
These fridges are kept at about 35 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit, so like a Minnesota summer.
Yeah.
So like 24 hours or so in here, and by the next day, that food will be ready to prepare and give to our creatures. Here's a little sampler platter of food.
Oh my goodness.
So this is herring. Large oily fish like these are good for larger creatures, are sea turtles, sharks, and other elasmobranchs. Particularly the sharks, their oily liver is what lets them be able to stay floaty. And oil from these fish helps replenish that oil in their liver.
Okay.
We also have a lot of staple fish. Staple fish are very convenient for keeping your papers together. No, I'm joking. So when something's called a staple, it means that can serve as a lot of a nutrition for a creature because it's very healthy for them. It has a lot of the necessary things that they need. For like sharks and other, for sharks, they're going to need a lot of protein. So like a sardine. We also have anchovies, glass minnows. This is trout. This is silverside. It's good for a lot of our smaller marine creatures. When you go through the aquarium near the end after the gift shop, there's a place called the Shrimp Shack. You can purchase little feeding cups there. Everyone has a silverside fish and a piece of shrimp.
Oh.
You can toss that into the stingray lagoon that's neighboring it, and the stingrays will kind of go up and eat them like little Roombas.
Oh.
Do you have a dog or a cat at home?
I've had a dog, yeah.
Did you ever have to roll up like cheese or bologna and like a vitamin?
Oh yeah, like peanut butter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Our creatures are similar, but they're not huge fans of peanut butter. We can easily hide it in the fish.
Oh
we can
really?
Also hide it in Squidward here.
Squidward. Look at that guy.
So if I can hold a finger puppet show with a squid, it is no difficult matter to hide a vitamin in here.
Yeah.
This is the mantle. It's where their internal organs are, so it's easy to create a lot of space in here and hide a vitamin in there.
Oh.
We do have to switch up what has a vitamin though, because they'll catch on and they'll get pretty picky. They love the food by itself, but if we kept giving them squid with vitamins, then they would get more picky with the squid.
Yeah.
This is the squid's backbone. It's called the pen.
Oh wow.
Kind of looks like something Harry Potter would use to write with. And this is its beak. It's sort of this black dot here.
Oh wow.
It's usually hidden within all the tentacles. The beak and pen are both removed from the squid. They're just not very nutritious. And Seymour is our green sea turtle, the one I mentioned in the lab with the air bubble.
Yeah.
Green sea turtles usually eat seed grasses in the wild, but they can't really eat those.
Okay.
Or we can't import those. I'm sorry, they definitely can eat those.
Yes.
It's just we can't import those.
Oh, okay.
It's a conservational issue. So vegetables are a good nutritional substitute for Seymour. She likes her broccoli the most. She'll also happily eat lettuce, carrots, cucumbers, peppers, Brussels sprouts, and sweet potatoes.
That's
Any
great.
questions before we head up to the top of the tanks?
No, let's move up to the top.
All right.
Heading into the top of the shark tanks.
Correct. So this is the bird's eye view of our tunnel. It consists of 4 large tanks. Rainbow Reef and Shark Cove are our saltwater tanks, and the Wild Amazon and Sturgeon Lake are our freshwater tanks. So I'll be showing us all of them. I just can't get us too close to the Wild Amazon.
Okay.
Up on deck is just sort of in a sensitive area, but you'll be able to see everything there when you go through.
Okay.
And I'll also show us our quarantine area. So to start out with, these are where our caiman crocodiles are. I see one poking out kind of to the left there.
Oh, yeah, way back there.
Let's see, there should be 3. I'm seeing one. I see the tail of one way to the right.
Oh, yeah.
And we have our third one always likes to hide. They may kind of move throughout, so on our way out we'll also do like another check-in with them, see if they moved in.
Oh, okay.
See if they're more photogenic. So they're from the rainforest exhibit. So while their new tank is being built, they're very comfortable in sort of this sleepover tank. This is our moon pool. Do you see see over there on the left, that is Calypso.
Oh, okay.
She's our heaviest sea turtle, our largest sea turtle, and our heaviest creature in the aquarium. She's about 400 pounds.
Holy cow.
All of our sea
it's
turtles
huge.
Yeah, she's a big girl. She likes to rest here in the moon pool in the evenings. The moon pool is a good quarantine tank for our larger creatures. You can see that's connected to Shark Cove.
Oh, over there.
So rather than wrestle a shark or a sea turtle into another tank, it's easier to lure it here with food and then drop the tank. A lot less stressful, or drop the gate, I should say.
Drop the gate, yeah.
It's a lot less stressful for the creature too. Nobody's in quarantine right now. There's nobody we need to observe, so that's why the gate's open and anybody from Shark Cove can swim in and out. Calypso likes to rest here in the evenings.
Okay.
This is a very tropical tank. It has a lot of, like a rainbow variety of reef fish.
Wow.
Some Hawaii, the Picasso triggerfish are also here. They're the skatefish of Hawaii. Oh, and we're gonna wanna look over there. I see a special friend coming up to say hello.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh, there she is.
There's our-
Seymour.
Seymour. And there's the weight on his back right there.
Yep, so she's the one with the air bubble. Aww.
Oh, look. What timing is that? It's like she's just coming up to say hello. That's awesome.
So you can see the 3 waves on her back.
Yes.
She doesn't have the exo shell right now. Testing started with that, so it's like it's a gradual testing. In the middle right, that white line, that's where she was hit, the poor girl. Oh, she's getting some air.
Awesome. What timing. This is great.
I know, right? Her accident occurred around February 2009. She was transported to the Florida Sea Turtle Hospital, and she was there for a few years, and then she was given to us when she was deemed unreleasable a few years later.
Oh, okay.
She's been with us for about 8 years so far.
I see. Well, it looks like she's doing really well.
Yeah, she's in good hands.
Yeah.
Flippers.
That's right.
She's about 16 years old and about 100 pounds. She's a teenage mutant turtle that eats like a ninja. I actually don't think she's a mutant, but... So this area is freshwater. It mimics the Mississippi River, so a lot of these creatures are relatively local.
Oh, look at there's turtles right down here.
Aren't they cute? I'll get to them in just a second.
Okay.
So these are some of our gar. We have 4 types of gar here. Alligator gar, that's what these 2 are. Long nose gar, short nose gar, and spotted gar. Over there, that's a sturgeon.
Oh.
A lake sturgeon. That is what Sturgeon Lake is named after. They are prehistoric freshwater fish. They actually have the same cartilage skeleton as sharks do and stingrays and the other elasmobranchs, but because they're freshwater, they're not technically an elasmobranch.
Okay.
And these adorable little guys are freshwater turtles, so depending on the species, they will like lakes, ponds, rivers, streams, swamplands, valleys. Teenage Mutant Ninja ones enjoy the sewers.
Yeah.
So they're also known as semi-aquatic turtles because they'll spend time in water and out of water. They'll go back and forth. Usually they'll go on land to warm up, kind of like the caimans. So that's why they have the heat lamps and the UVB lamps. UVB is good for turtles. It helps them make vitamin D.
Okay.
And that helps them process calcium, and that's good for their shell and their skeleton. These were all former pets.
Oh, really?
A lot of people will buy a turtle without knowing how to care for it. So they'll either find it another home, which is what you should do if you cannot care for it, or they'll release it into the wild, which is a no-no. You do not want to do that. They either will not do well because they're used to being fed, or they'll do too well because they'll eat basically anything and become an invasive species.
Oh, no.
There are red-eared sliders in places where there shouldn't be, like Florida or Hawaii.
Oh, wow.
And because they're such good omnivores, they can outcompete other types of turtles.
Wow.
And And I know all of these things because I have a little red-eared slider at home.
Oh, you do?
Her name is Sheldon Leo Cooper.
Sheldon Cooper.
So the Sheldon with 2 L's, Leo like the Ninja Turtle, and Cooper with the K like Koopa Troopa.
Okay.
About, it'll be 10 years this July she's been with me.
Oh, look at that.
It's rare for him to be like up. We have like about 4 here, 4 soft shells. So you can see that they have a more leathery, smooth shell and that long nose.
Yeah.
They have a long neck, even by turtle standards.
Wow, so you don't usually get a close-up look at one of these guys. Shark Cove over here, huh?
Yep, so this is where we keep our larger everything.
Your what?
Here comes a white-tipped reef shark. You can see the white tipped on the back fin and tail fin.
Okay.
These are some of our horse-eye jacks. That's a sand bar shark with a rounder head. They're our fastest creature at about 35 miles per hour.
Wow.
And that one's a big sand tiger shark.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
The sand tiger sharks, we have a lot of those here. This is where the filtered water comes out. So our honeycomb ray absolutely loves this corner.
Oh my gosh, that's a honeycomb ray, huh?
One of our larger ones.
That is a big guy.
So he comes here periodically. I think he likes getting a water massage.
That does look like a good spot.
A lot of our creatures have specific spots. It's very interesting.
It's kind of tough to see them, but through the netting it's better. Look at that. And what is this guy called?
What, the species?
Yes.
A caiman crocodile.
Caiman crocodile. Look at that. Wow.
Oh, looks like he's gonna do something. It looks like he was... Oh, just adjusting him slightly.
He almost did something.
They're very gargoyle-like. They tend to be stationary hunters.
But thank you so much for this wonderful tour today.
Thank you, and I hope you have a totally terrific time today.
That's awesome. You too.
Thank you.
We're back in the Rainbow Reef area. And it is just so mesmerizing to watch all these different kinds of little fish swimming around. And so here are the stingray that they said that we could feed. So I have my fish right here. There's a couple guys over there. We just plopped it in the water and it's sinking down. There it is on the bottom, and there's that guy. He just went and grabbed it. I'm gonna try one more. Here you go, fellas. Dropped one more. And there's one more going to grab it. That is so fun. Well, you guys, this has been an awesome adventure today on Tommy Travels II. And I thought this would be a good mesmerizing way to say goodbye today, watching some fish swim by. And if you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit like on my YouTube channel. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit subscribe and the little bell notification next to it so you can be the first to know when a new adventure comes out. And you guys, thank you so much for the support that you've given me so far, and I hope to catch you on the flip side.